Okay, welcome. Only thing on the agenda so far is from Sina linking a PR for discussion.
Yeah, right. Hi. So there's a PR about resharding version bucket sooner. I guess it's pretty much okay, but just needs a modification on the condition regarding the versioning. So I guess the author is not responding. I just wanted to know that if we can somehow maybe apply a suggestion though, or can we create a new PR, cherry picking the commit, keeping the author the same, and then make it through QA? How can we unblock it basically?
Yeah, any of us could push another commit directly to that PR branch to avoid opening a new PR. I was hoping to get a review from Eric on this one because he was discussing this issue in the past. I'll ping him about it, and if he's satisfied with it, then I can update the PR and schedule for QA.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. All right, other topics?
There was something, I think Joseph raised that. I'm not sure if it was in one of the calls or maybe in Ceph, but maybe to dedicate one of those refactoring meetings, maybe once a month, or I don't know exactly what the frequency. Dedicate that to kind of do you know roundtable of everybody saying at high level what are they working on. We talk about upstream and plans for the kind of upcoming couple of months or weeks. So we'll have, maybe people will have better visibility into what's being developed on the RGW.
I think, yes, that was one of the ideas that came up with, like, how to see a roadmap, what features are being worked on or being planned in the near future or mid future, I would say. Yeah. But I think we didn't take any action on that one. We just had the ideas.
Yeah, so I think Casey said, I mean, the roadmap is being set when we have the discussion about what's going to go into, let's say, the next release. But that's something very static. I mean, it's a discussion happening, and then, in the upcoming year, lots of things change, right? Because it's not something that anyone commits to. And I think it'd be interesting. I agree with, I think, Joseph, that brought the idea that to know what people in the wider community are working, not really on a low level resolution, I'm fixing this issue or this bug, but what areas people are focusing on and what kind of big features are being worked on.
So would the goal be to produce a document and publish it somewhere, or would it just be part of the recordings?
I think the recordings would be sufficient. I mean, we'll have to kind of somehow publish that this kind of monthly or bi-monthly meeting is going to have information about the kind of the roadmap. So if somebody wants to figure out what's going to be there, then they can watch the recording. I don't think there's a point in the document, because the document will become obsolete, quite quickly after being written. So I'm not sure the document is the right thing, but I think recording, I mean, maybe even if somebody wants to prepare like a slide, a couple of bullet points for the meeting showing what they would be working on, later on when people watch the recording, that'd be interesting information. So I'm not talking about anything official, but like, people are here belongs to different organizations, and there isn't too much visibility about what people are doing, and could be interesting to understand. I mean, especially if there's some potential collaboration or maybe conflict between um, the directions, and when the option, like the option to collaborate or conflict or something, you meet that at the PR level, then that's kind of a bit sad, because lots of work was already put into this PR, and now you're going to say, oh, we're actually working on the same feature but doing it differently or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, it's better to catch things like that at the design stage. And I think this meeting is a great place to discuss and propose designs. I'm not sure that it really needs to be like a go around the room and hear from everybody kind of thing.
Oh, for sure, that's not going to be. I agree. It shouldn't be like a stand-up where I'm fixing this bug, I'm working on this and that. This is kind of redundant information. But I think, not everything. So, from what I've seen, this is not a mandatory design meeting. So, if I'm working on a feature and I think that I have the design right or the requirements right, and I don't think I need to get feedback from other people, then we would not know about that in the meeting, right? People bring design questions into this meeting, when they need feedback. But I haven't seen, like, things pop up when, at least I'm not aware of, and until they're actually in the code or in the works.
Yeah.
Again, I think making that like a daily stand-up kind of meeting would be completely useless. But giving a high-level description of what feature I'm going to work on in the next 3 months is something else. It's not a daily stand-up.
Yeah, just trying to think what would be the best way to structure something like this. I mean, there was a suggestion to use something like Trello or Agile features on Redmine to track, and maybe we could have a reminder in this meeting's agenda to keep that up to date. Or yeah, maybe once a month we could kind of just scrub it, and if things have stalled, ask for updates, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that could be an option. Yeah, if it's just going to be the tool, then eventually I don't think people would update, especially that each and every one of us already have a whole set of overlapping tools that we need to update here and there, like trackers, Bugzillas, Jiras, whatever. So adding another place for update without actual kind of human interaction feedback, I think that would become pretty much stale.
Yeah, but I mean, this call is not convenient for everybody, so there's a large part of the team that just never comes, and so I think there would be issues with visibility just from that too.
Yeah, I see. I'm not sure about the right choice here.
I think that I would just encourage folks to add agenda topics when they're ramping up on something, just to give a quick outline of what they're doing and what a rough design is. And
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be too formal, but if folks do that semi-regularly, then I think that would accomplish some of your goals.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer here.
So are there specific examples of like conflicting PRs or things that you didn't expect that you saw upstream that you'd like to avoid?
No, I don't have any specific example for that. But I don't know. I do think that if I would have known in which directions Georgia will actually evolving, that would be useful for everybody. I do feel there is a problem with the flow of information when it comes to what kind of, and I'm really talking about like big features or big things or fixes, not small bug fixes. I do feel that I have a very narrow picture of what's going on across the product. And my guess is that people from let's say outside of IBM will have an even narrower picture of what's going on.
So in
Yeah.
bug scrubbing sessions, do you also scrub like feature bugs or only the regular issues like or like feature tickets or just the issues? Like maybe we can go through the list of like open features they are in progress and identify who's working on, maybe invite, like, not everybody attends to this meeting working on a feature. That would be a good start. I don't know, we had to start to make a start on this end, but
Yeah, I think it's like we go through according to priorities. So I don't think we get to the features, right, Casey?
The Thursday bug scrub is only the bug tracker. We don't see the feature tracker at all.
ideally all the features being worked on should have a tracker, right? Feature tracker. Am I wrong? Or
Not necessarily.
not necessarily? Okay, yeah, that makes it.
Usually if somebody proposes or requests a feature that nobody's working on, then it goes to a feature tracker. But new feature development, because they generally don't get backported, we don't necessarily require a tracker issue for them. But we could potentially, if folks think that that would help raise visibility.
Yeah, I mean, this is something. This is not going to be too difficult to acquire, which is to add tracker features. But I think just adding the tracker features is one thing. Doing some kind of a scrubbing on them would actually, like, this is, I guess, what would be kind of better for visibility, because my bet is that if you search for features on the RGW tracker, you would find things that are long obsolete and nobody gonna never do them. Although I've just resolved a 14 years old feature today.
Nice. I posted a link to a query that I think lists just the feature tracker issues under RGW.
They should be scrubbed. There's stuff here like
Some
30
of
years
them are
ago.
pretty ancient.
Already implemented a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's a feature under review from 2017. So yeah, scrubbing them is probably useful.
I agree, yes, but don't want to devote a weekly meeting to that.
For sure. I mean, this is something that could be done even like every other month or something like that, right? So, if those features are sitting there for many, many years, they can wait another month or two before being scrubbed. And usually feature development is not something that is done kind of, in a week. It usually takes a couple of months to resolve a significant feature. So nice. Yuda, I'll assign that to Gabby. He's going to resolve this
Yeah,
feature.
that's nice. Working on it.
All right, well, any action items, immediate action items for this? Anything that we should add kind of to the top of the agenda as like a reminder?
That would be a good start, I think. And yeah. And perhaps if any feature that we're interested in, who's not coming regularly, we can perhaps send an invitation whether they could make it and get a sense of what they're working on, or I don't know.
Do people think that we should require tracker issues for new features?
That would be also
No.
another nice action item, I think, to increase the visibility.
Like you can create tracker issue just before merging it, right? It's not, but maybe like it'd be nice if there was like one place where you could say, "Hey, I'm working on this right now," and you'd have other people putting their and you know where the community is right now, and because not everything gets to to be into the product eventually, because you can work on a lot of stuff that doesn't make it.
All right. Well, neither of the tech leads, Eric or Adam, are here. So I will ping them offline and see if they have ideas.
Okay, yeah. I mean, somebody will have to kind of lead that, and I think the tech leads are probably the right people to kind of move the wheels for this process so it actually happens.
All right. Any other thoughts here? How about new topics? Yehuda, anything on your mind?
I've been spending time on bucket snapshots, stuff that I presented like a month ago-ish. And also speaking with Jane and Igor here about that feature. And there's some progress, but still some way to go. We might want to present something like once we have maybe a POC or something. We can do a presentation of where that stands, where we stand, and what are the possible future directions. So there are some questions as to you can go different directions in the decisions. For example, do we allow infinite number of snapshots per bucket, or do we set some kind of a limit? So, because the first choice would mean that we need to deal with scaling of all of the information and how to do it. The second choice can be much easier to implement. So, right, maybe we start with the second choice and then move into the first one. So stuff like that. So that's where I'm at.
Very cool. All right. Anything else for the call then? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.